Welcome to this presentation on General Metals Corporation and its Independence Gold Project in Battle Mountain, Nevada. To reflect standard reporting requirements in the United States, General Metals has approved the following cautionary statement. The cautionary statement affirms that General Metals has prepared an NI 43-101 report to classify and describe its ore resources. General Metals acknowledges that this report is a Canadian regulatory instrument not recognized by the Securities and Exchange Commission. General Metals is a precious metals-oriented junior exploration and production company. The company's flagship property is the Independence Mine, which contains 1 million ounces of gold and 4 million ounces of silver in the measured, indicated, and inferred categories. General Metals has completed an NI 43-101 technical report and has submitted it to the Toronto Venture Exchange. Approval is expected shortly. In addition to the 43-101 report, General Metals is also in the midst of preparing a preliminary economic assessment. Key executives at General Metals include CEO Dan Forbush, a certified public accountant with over 25 years of experience in the precious metals sector. Rana Mehdi has 40-plus years of experience with Cyprus Amex. Shane Dyer is a first-rate mining engineer who is assisting General Metals with permitting and environmental issues. Larry Bigler is a CPA who has been instrumental in bringing many companies to the public market. General Metals has some very qualified consultants as well. Dr. Tom Seal is a metallurgist with close to 40 years of industry experience. Jeffrey Rassashin is an outstanding geologist. He discovered the Hill Zone deposit at the Independence Project and understands the property about as well as anybody possibly could. James Ashton did an excellent job completing the 43-101 report for General Metals, and a number of other individuals are working hard behind the scenes to advance the work plan at the Independence Project. Now for an overview of the Independence Project. The project is located in Lander County, in the mining-friendly state of Nevada. General Metals' immediate neighbor is the Phoenix Mine, which is owned and operated by Newmont Mining. General Metals has drilled 131 holes at the Independence Project, and there are another 110 holes that have been drilled by other companies. More than 92,000 feet of drilling has been conducted at the property, with General Metals having contributed about half of this total. General Metals has succeeded in bringing the historic drill holes and the assays on those holes up to 43-101 standards, thereby allowing the company to incorporate this data into its resource estimate. Nevada is a great place to work if you're in the mining industry. Mining operations are very well received by the regulatory authorities at the state level as well as the federal level. Nevada is one of the top 10 most favorable mining jurisdictions in the world, and the state produces more than 80% of all U.S. gold production. Without Nevada, the U.S. would be a marginal gold producer at best. General Metals also has a significant silver resource at the Independence Project, and Nevada happens to be a large silver producer as well. The Independence property is located in the Battle Mountain Cortez Eureka Gold Trend. Other mines within that gold trend include McCoy Cove, Marigold, Phoenix, and Twin Creeks. On this slide, you can see the location of the Independence Project and its unusual proximity to several other mines. Copper Canyon, Phoenix, Tomboy, and Sunshine all directly surround the Independence claims. As previously mentioned, there are numerous historic mineral deposits all along the trend. The Fortitude Mine's historic production approaches 2.2 million ounces of gold and 10 million ounces of silver. Now a part of Newmont's Phoenix project, the deposit still contains an additional 6 to 8 million ounces of gold and approximately 660 million pounds of copper. Fortitude was among the most lucrative mines in Nevada history because of its high grades and its receptivity to leaching processes. Metallurgical testing at the Independence Project indicates that the property should have a strong leaching profile as well. The Phoenix Mine surrounds the Independence Project on 3 sides. Operated by Newmont, the Phoenix Mine is producing large quantities of gold, silver, and copper each year. The Independence mine has been in production intermittently since 1938 all the way through 1987, when the project went into a probate situation. After emerging from probate, the Independence project was brought to the team at General Metals by a gentleman named Bob Carrington. Historically, the Independence project has produced 11,000 ounces of gold at an average grade of 0.2 ounces per ton. The project has also generated a lot of silver. About 750,000 ounces of silver were produced at grades averaging 11.5 ounces per ton. The team at General Metals is very excited about the gold in soil survey pictured on this slide. The survey revealed the possibility for a much larger gold resource at the Independence project than has been identified to date. The survey shows multiple near-surface expressions of gold-bearing deposits. Areas on the map that are covered in bright red signify the presence of ore-grade material at the surface, in the soils. The soil survey was conducted along the ridge that is pictured on the right. General Metals believes that this ridge may be an extension of Newmont's Riona deposit. Recently, Newmont has been drilling on both sides of General Metals' claim block, providing a strong indication that Newmont's gold system also runs through the Independence project. General Metals has not drilled much on the bright red areas of the project. These areas provide an excellent opportunity to increase the Independence project's resource estimate and to extend the project's reach in multiple directions: north, east, west, and at depth. There are some results that General Metals is very excited about. 2 drill holes on the west side of the Independence project intersected ore with grades exceeding 1 ounce per ton. General Metals is not yet sure whether this comprises a feeder zone or just a high-grade envelope of mineralization, but the company intends to prove this area up with a future drilling program. Drilling this area would be relatively inexpensive and could substantially improve General Metals' 43-101 resource estimate. Moving on, let's talk about the Independence project's near-surface deposit. The deposit contains 16 million tons at an average grade of 0.014 ounces per ton gold and 0.23 ounces per ton silver. In total, the measured and indicated categories for the near-surface deposit comprise 223,000 ounces of gold and 3.8 million ounces of silver. This system is a shallow, low-grade target that is amenable to heap leaching and open-pit mining. Every hole that General Metals has drilled at the Independence project has encountered mineralization. The project's current strike length is over 3,000 feet, and the deepest drill holes have shown that the deposit extends down to a depth of around 400 feet. The company expects that additional drilling can extend the mineralized zone another 2,000 feet to the north and increase its width by close to 1,000 feet. There are also indications that a second mineralized zone sits beneath the current 400-foot shallow zone. Survey data suggests that the zone is right around 800 feet and contains decent gold and silver mineralization. General Metals needs to prove this resource up as well. At depths of 400 feet and below, you move into sulfidic material where oxidation is minimal. To extract ore from this deeper mineralized zone, General Metals would have to use some other type of processing method than heap leaching. The deep Scorn deposit is a very fascinating target for General Metals. The Scorn shows consistent mineralization. Consistent grades in all 7 drill holes featured in the computer model shown here. Using limited drilling data, the company was able to generate an inferred gold resource calculation of 796,000 ounces. The average grade is around 5 grams per ton, and the deposit is currently about 1,400 feet wide and 3,400 feet long. The deposit seems to be sitting on the center of a scorn. With additional drilling, there is the potential to uncover a multi-million-ounce gold resource. That being said, the deposit lies 2,500 feet below the surface, which makes drilling an expensive proposition. There also appears to be a gold-copper porphyry trend underneath the deep Scorn deposit. One drill hole went deep enough in this trend to intersect 2 ounces of gold per ton. At present, General Metals has no other working knowledge on the potential of this deposit. The deposit is highly prospective, but it does seem to be part of the Battle Mountain Eureka Gold trend, which is responsible for 23 million ounces of historic gold production. Here is the timeline as it looks today for moving the Independence Project into production. Towards the end of this calendar year, General Metals is aiming to have a preliminary economic assessment completed. Permitting is currently ongoing, and engineering and design work has already begun. The company's objective is to be in production by late 2013 or early 2014. This chart describes the various steps that must be completed before production can begin. General Metals has wrapped up all but one of the studies that are required for permitting. That study should be done within the next few months. General Metals has just over 301 million shares outstanding. There are 24 million warrants outstanding. However, all of the warrants are currently out of the money. The company's stock price is currently floating around 2 cents a share, giving General Metals a market cap of roughly $6 million. On average, 90,000 shares are traded each day. The daily trading volume does occasionally reach 1 or 2 million shares. In summary, here are the company's key advantages. General Metals is situated in one of the best mining jurisdictions on the planet. There is a major mining company just next door that is producing large amounts of gold and other precious metals. The infrastructure in the area is terrific. General Metals has everything it needs to get the Independence Project off the ground. The project has an outstanding NI 43-101 resource calculation, and the company's management team has the expertise and knowledge to ensure that this project reaches its full potential. The managerial team and directors at General Metals have more than 150 years of experience in the mining industry. General Metals' current plans are to complete a preliminary economic assessment, conduct some additional drilling, and recapitalize the company by raising new capital and acquiring a listing on the Toronto Venture Exchange. Getting listed on the TSX will provide General Metals many additional financing opportunities and will allow the company to disseminate its story to a much wider audience. If you have any questions, please contact CEO Dan Forbush at the number listed on the screen. Or if you like, send an email to dan@gnmtlive.com. Thank you for your attention.